Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Dungeon Universalis. And as you can see, we're back on the campaign map after this, very exciting adventure that we had in Thorzul. And that was close to a real disaster. Actually, the scout was killed. Luckily, I had this special item, the Water of Life. The dwarf had that. It was his starting item. And that allowed him to revive her. But yeah, this thing is gone now, which is a shame. And I'm not so sure if that was even necessary. There was a spell against her, the brain damage that did hurt her massively. And I realized now that I might have had a chance to dispel that with her. I thought there would be line of sight necessary between the person who tries to dispel and the spellcaster who does the spell. But actually that's not the case. You can do it as long as you are within 8 squares of the spellcaster. So I might have had a good chance to actually do that. I even had some kind of... yeah, I got the scroll here, which would have given me a +2. So maybe I could have avoided her kill or her death, but okay, it's too late for that now. In the end, we could revive her and everybody is still alive, but some are in a really bad shape. She has 3 wounds, he's out of fortune, she is out of fortune and also has a wound. The only one who's doing quite alright is the dwarf. And that's also a reason why I don't want to risk to draw any events here or something. I could have done that and it's definitely cheating. But, you know, I'm playing a campaign game and I don't want to lose an important character of my party because of an event card. I mean, that just sucks. So we're gonna travel back from here, from Thorzul to Norkfall, all the way here, to kind of meet that governor and bring him the book that we've stolen. But before I'm gonna do that and before I continue the adventure, I'm gonna try to get some rest at the inn, buy some stuff, and yeah. Eventually I have to go somewhere to find myself a new dog or something, and that's a little hard. No, we got up here, I think there you can get some creatures, and also over here, but that takes me a while to get there. But still, I think it's probably necessary. Up here there is... oh, over here in Rizul. Yeah, we'll see. So right now, I'm gonna go back to Norkfall and gonna get definitely some rest at the inn, and then we'll see what else we can do there. Look at that. This is really weird. You gotta spend... if you're in the inn, you can recover there for 2 coins. So you pay your coins and you're fine. But you gotta spend +1 coin if the hero has a heavy armor. I find that really odd. I don't really understand why that's the case, to be honest, and why... I mean, I get it. If you could say for large heroes, I don't know, they need more food or something like that. And if he carries projectile weapons of gunpowder or lead. Strange. Okay, maybe you need additional ammunition or stuff like that. That makes also sense. But the heavy armor I find really, really weird. Well, okay, anyway. So I paid that. We got money, tons of cash. I mean, it really seems like it was basically that here. This guy has 20 bucks, another 20 bucks. That's 6. We got about kind of like 50 or 60, more like 60 bucks. That's what we have. And I think we might even get more, maybe from what I've seen. The next quest will give us also money as soon as we accept it. So we have a lot of money here. Okay, so there's also combat school here, and I think I want to go there. So I spent now nearly 30 bucks for maintenance. I mean, this is just ridiculous, but I had to spend 8 for the inn. I had to spend 16 bucks to get back all my healing potions. Now everybody has a healing potion, and these are extremely important. I also bought 2 additional healing herbs so that you don't have to spend a whole potion when you just get a scratch. And that is, again, all these healing things are 20 bucks. It's ridiculous. Usually it should hold a little longer than just one adventure, right? But in this adventure we just had to we had to spend all of them. And then I also got me a heroic potion, and I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's it. So that was super expensive, but these potions are critical. I mean, they are very, very important, and they definitely give you the edge when the situation is getting dangerous. You want these potions. For example, I could never have beaten the giant without heroic potions, the dexterity potions, the boosts these things can give you, the strength potions, all that stuff is really, really important. And yeah, it can be quite expensive. So therefore, if you use it, you really have to try to get replacement here. Okay, so I want to go to the combat school. I thought about saving money for magic items or something like that, but then again, I'm not sure when this will show up, and I can still try to get one after the next adventure. I'm hoping not to spend all my cash now. So let's see. The combat school is let's see. You got to spend $2 and then do an intelligence test. Okay, so first I want to do it with the dwarf. My idea is, I already told about that, that I'm thinking about getting advanced skills, and I would love to get advanced fast attacks. Now this is my house rule. I did this video about house rules, and that I'm considering doing some advanced skills and eventually some master skills to avoid piling up these ton of skills, because it becomes really hard to manage a couple of characters when you play solitaire, and I think it's easier if you simply can improve single skills a couple of times. So, okay, so I'm going to spend the $2 here, but if I want to do that, I have to spend, if I want to get this to a advanced skill, I have to spend 2 development points, which means I need 6 experience points, and right now I only have 3 of them. Okay, so I'm gonna need a couple of them, and Gonna spend $2, and now let's roll and see if we are even accepted in that school. So we're gonna roll. Yeah, we're gonna do this test. So we need a 6 to enter, and yeah, that was possible. And now it says, okay, now we gotta roll a d6 and we'll roll high. There we go. You get 1 experience point. Characters can only get 3 in combat schools during the same year. And that's again a problem, right? Here you have to now really... I don't know if I'm going to follow that. I mean, I'm not going to go now again into this combat school right away with this character. But I don't really want to track all the stuff. And the problem is, who cares anyway? I mean, I could simply say, okay, I'm hanging out here for a year, and then we're going to go back into the same combat school again. I mean, we have these weird markers here maybe to avoid behavior like that, but you know, I'm pretty sure if you really want to kind of find a loop in the rule system, that would be an option. Just hanging out here, and you know, I'm pretty sure that that could be possible. Anyway, we managed to get an additional experience point, which is definitely pretty awesome. I would love to do this with the Cyclops too, but he's just too stupid, and I'm afraid I simply waste my $2 because, you know, and with an intelligence of 2, it's going to be hard for him to even be accepted there. But she might be able to do it. So I'm gonna give her also a chance. Spend 2. Right now she is at 0 experience points because she spent all her stuff. So we're gonna roll 2 dice. And we need a 7. Yeah, I just did it. Lucky. And now we're gonna roll a die and see, maybe we roll another 5 or 6 if we're lucky. Look at that. Wow, that was good. Awesome. So that's another experience point. Great. Okay, so I think I'm okay with that, you know. I don't really feel the need for her to send her to combat school. She is already doing really well, and I'm not so sure where to go with her. So I think I'm going to save the money here. Now, there's not that much more interesting to find here. So therefore, I guess we're going to go now and read the campaign text, which was, if I remember that right, number 14. How is that? Yeah, there we go. Splendid, exclaims Bachter. His round face lights up with joy as he consults the books and maps you have placed before him. Today I will order a pigeon to be sent to the King of Bible, informing him that I have obtained key information for his claims. The Count orders Plump to pay you 10 coins each in reward. But he doesn't just let go. You have become a very profitable group of mercenaries for him. Now that's a little tricky. I'm not so sure. I think that's it. I don't think we get an additional 10 coins. I think that was the reward that we got for that mission. It just wasn't quite clear from the app, I think. Where was that mission? Damn. Down here. There it was. Okay, rewards. No, I think, yeah. No, I don't think we get additional stuff here. Okay. Count orders Plump to pay you $10, but he doesn't just let go. You have become a very profitable group of mercenaries for him. And that's exactly what we are. And that is something that I do not terribly like about this. Okay, I still have one last mission for you. You must go to Bible and hand over one of these documents to the governor of the city as a proof that my message is true. Perhaps you will be lucky and the king himself will receive you. In any case, you must go early. This information must be delivered as soon as possible. Each one receives the coins, but they must immediately travel to Bible without any deviation to other independent quests. Okay, we're gonna do that. So it's T18 is then the next one. Governor Sir Borkian dresses in silk clothes. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the next one? Or do we have to go to Bible somehow? Oh, when you get to Bible. Okay, so first we got to get there. And you know what? I'm getting again some fun of this thing. So I'm gonna see if I can do some events now on the way. Okay, so we're back. Well, to tell you the truth, if the events should be too devastating, I might ignore them. For example, I know there's one event that says somehow there's a thief in the city or something, and you lose half of your gold or all of it, or so, and it can be a ridiculous amount that you lose, depending on how much you have. Now, I'm not going to do that, right? Just because I draw a bad card or I fuck up a test. I think a random character in this case has to do an intelligence test or something, you know? If I roll poorly, this guy here has to do an intelligence test, and I don't roll an 8 and I lose kind of like $25 or something. I'm not going to do that. This is just stupid. And if you are really massively into role-playing or something, you might enjoy these things. But, you know, I want to play the game in a way that I enjoy it. And I think this is simply frustrating. Okay, let's see now. Let's see what we're doing. We're sitting here. Now okay, I think I'm going to leave Norkfall and stay on the road for now, and then I'm going to probably simply go here. So, yeah. Okay, so stay on the road, and I think for this area, I already have to check for the first event. So we're going to roll a die here, and it's not a 4+, so we don't have an event here. And we continue here. And again, you know, I'm going to go here and then I want to cross over here. And this is again a problem now. I don't really know, and I'm just too lazy to look this up because I always forget it. Do I have to roll for road or do I have to roll for that? So, you know, I guess I'm going to roll again for the road. And maybe I can choose or whatever. I'm going to roll for the road. And, you know, this is for me, this is a typical example. I mean, the rules in the dungeon there's so much more rules for the combat, for the exploration, all that stuff. There are not many rules down here, it's just a couple of pages. But the problem is, some of these rules are pretty vague, and they're also not really intuitive. And that's the difference to all these dungeon rules. They all make a lot of sense. They're very, very thematic, and therefore I find it much easier to learn them, to understand them, and to remember them than all these campaign rules. Okay, so now we're back. Yeah, we're here, and I'm going to roll again and see what happens. Okay, this time we do have an event, and I'm going to roll, I guess, a 10-sider, or do I even have one? Yeah, there it is. Don't want to shuffle all the time. So that's event number 2. Let's see what that is. That's a camp. Find a camp near the road. You may choose to get closer and have a look. Nope. I'm not going to do that. So now I'm going to go here. And I think this time, because I'm not going to follow the road this way, this time I'm going to take instead, I'm going to do this. And we're going to roll a die for the plane. And again, we have an event. Count the cards, but I'm going to go with a 12-sider. Okay, that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, a farm. You are welcome in a small farm. The farmer gives you 1 pack of provisions. Roll 1d6. On a result of 6, the owner of the farm gives you the chance of joining a random side quest. Well, we're not allowed to do that. So therefore, we just get the pack of provisions, which is pretty cool. Okay, now eventually we come to that bridge here. And that's what we find here. The bridge is important enough to have guards on both sides, demanding a toll. 1 hero of your choice must roll persuasion against the guards. Okay, so let's see. We're going to take again our half-naked sorceress. She's got a 5 intelligence and the guards have a 4. So let's do this. And yeah, that was a success. Okay, we can pass without paying a toll. And that's it. And now, looks like we may enter Bible. So, we got a roll for this here, the city events. And on a 3+, we're going to have an event there. And we don't. Okay, so we made it to Bible. Okay, so we go to the next paragraph. Governor Sir Borkian dresses in silk clothes that are hard to find among the nobility. Sorry for that. Of any latitude. The white carpets that cover the floor of the palace rival the golden candlesticks and the marble of the massive columns that support the domes. You are amazed at such exuberant riches. Sir Borkian agrees to meet with you, even though he claims to have little time. The line of petitioners and heralds reaches the street, and the official looks tired and bored in his seat. After listening to your valuable information and your request for work, he entrusts you with a surveillance task. Soon he will have a meeting in one of the great halls of the city. He's going to parley with the nobles of Alania and fears a conspiracy against him. The Kingdom of Bible exploits most of the mining sites on that side of the world, and that generates a lot of distrust even among its supposed allies. My best warriors will be stationed at the entrances and by any side and by my side, but I will need some people to come incognito and watch any strange movement. Mission 12. Okay, so let's go there. There we go. Save the governor. A lot to read here. Sir Borkian is gathered in the great hall of one of Bible's stately homes. Several noblemen from Alania share a conversation with him. They talk about trade agreements, boundary disputes, and property titles. These are not heated discussions, and the meeting takes place in an atmosphere of cordiality. However, someone plans to attack the governor of Bible. You are located at different parts of that floor of the manor and stay alert to the slightest suspicious movement. On that floor of the building, there are practically only counselors, some servants and cooks, and a couple of guards. The rest of the soldiers protect the entrances and the upper floor. Perhaps there is a murderer among the servants, or among one of the advisors, or even the nobles. There are several suspects, but you can't do anything if you haven't seen a sudden move or a weapon drawn. All the employees and noblemen are supposed to have entered the room unarmed, except for the 2 guards in the living room. Okay, goal: prevent Sir Borkian from being knocked out. All assassins must be knocked out. Faction: bandits. So set up no reserve point or achievement counter is used, neither the dark player's card deck or the tiles. Okay, so I'm going to set up this thing and then we'll see. Okay, I'll set up the scenario. We don't need the cards of the dark player. We don't need the track here. I don't know if I've already shown you that, but look at that. Look at how warped it is. And that comes from the humidity in this room. That is really a shame. I hope I get that flat again somehow, but this is really quite frustrating. I've never seen that happening, to be honest. I've seen warping, I don't know, in tiles, but that's fine, but I've never seen it in a book. It's really weird. Okay, so let's focus on this. So this is the house where the guy meets with the other people that are not there. It's a little odd. So basically, we have this guy here. This is our, I don't know, the lord that we have to protect. There are 2 guards here, and we can also control them. They act like, well, they come with, these are human mercenaries, soldiers. They have a broadsword, they have a shield, and a leather armor. Okay. Now, there are overall 2, 3, 4, 5 assassins here. 1 guy is here, all these dark creatures. 1 guy is here, 1 over here. So just to give you an overall view, so here in these rooms here, we got 1 here, and the last one is over here. And all of them have a short sword, now I wonder if they, I don't think they have any armor. I gotta check that. They don't have any armor, and this guy here even has a bow, as you can see. There is his bow. Okay. We are here, entering the building here, across the stairs, and oh, another thing, all the arms, well, he's got the bow in addition to the sword, to the short sword, and all the arms, all the are poisoned. So wait a second, skills here, poisonous. So that means if it causes the loss of at least 1 life point, roll a d6. If the result equals or exceeds the enemy's natural armor, it will get the condition poisoned and will lose 1 extra point. So that isn't good at all. Okay. In addition, he has the ambush ability and stealth. And a lethal blow. Oh boy. Ambush, +1 to the initiative rolls. And the characters may re-roll their first failed attack roll. Oh boy. Stealth, character may ignore an enemy's melee range once per combat turn. Oof. And lethal blow, critical hits reduce the target's armor by -1. But it won't provide an extra damage die. Okay. Wow, I mean, this is, I don't know, this is tough. So the problem now is we have to do an initiative roll against this guy over here, which I don't think it makes any difference, to be honest. They seem to have all the same initiative. And if we lose that, then the dark player gets the first turn, and he will move immediately against the Lord. All his assassins only want to kill the Lord over there, and they will basically completely ignore me. This is their primary target. They will try to disengage if they are engaged with another creature than their target, and they will always go for this guy. So there's basically no danger for me. We just have to try to prevent them from killing this guy in red. So I'm a little bit afraid this could be really hard. But it's hard to tell. If I get the first turn, things might not be so bad. You know, I can immediately kind of try to protect him with the 2 guards, run into the room, and no, maybe even close the door or something here. I'm not sure, but I think this is a lot about that first roll again. And you know, again, I'm gonna do my house rule here. If I lose the roll against this guy, and the rules for some reason, they kind of specify that you roll against this guy. So if I lose the roll against him, I'm going to roll for every other character individually and see if they win. That will make things a little easier, and it's not quite as brutal and comes down to this one roll the whole mission also. So we'll see. They got that +1 for the ambush. I got the problem that I do not have the dog anymore with me. So basically I only got a +1 too. It's the simple sharp senses. And this is all. And I can re-roll once because of the links. That's all I have to offer. Okay, so let's see. Okay, fantastic. We won. That's a 10 against a 7. So we get the first action, and obviously that was super important. So now I can come up with a plan, and yeah, I guess I simply run into the room. Probably makes the most sense. We got to protect the guy. The other option, oh no, actually I forgot that. He is not allowed, the Lord here is not allowed to leave this room. This is a rule, so we cannot get him out here and kind of protect him in here or something. That was my first thought. I cannot do that, so I got to run into the room basically, and somehow I think the first goal is simply to block the path to the target here. And because there are no trap cards or something, we don't have to care about the safety zone and stuff like that. We just can straight run into the room. And I think I'm gonna start with the shooter probably. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so we can move 12 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's interesting. I could even consider moving here and then immediately shoot this guy. Maybe I should do that. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I want to move here. And then so I moved. Oh no, actually I already rolled the die to see if I can run. So I kind of decided already to run. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. That was stupid. No, I'm not gonna run. That makes no sense for me. So I just gonna do this, and now I'm gonna roll the die and shoot I think that's okay. And we got to subtract 2 because we moved quite a bit. So we need a 7, and I'm pretty sure there's no other modifier here. Well, the assassin actually has a 5. So that means because I have the leather armor, his agility is actually higher than mine. So that means I lose another point here. So I gotta subtract. I'm down to 8. It's not so easy, is it? By the way, there's an extra rule. If I spend a fortune, one random guy of the assassins will get an extra activation in the following turn. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use my fast shooting anyway. I'm going to roll twice, try to hit him, and I think... Oh, yeah. He can simply pass by. That's not so easy because of his stealth ability that allows him to ignore my melee range. Wow, there's a lot to consider here. But anyway, I'm going to attack and hopefully I can do some damage. Oh gosh! Fuck it. Okay, I mean, that is obviously really bad. Now, the problem is I cannot risk that the bow breaks. So I will reroll this. And already one of these guys gets an extra activation, which is really, really bad. But I got to do that. Okay, okay, that is good. That was, I think, worth it. So now I do 6 damage. And that was just my first shot. So I'm pretty sure that could be worth it. So we might be able to kill this first guy with a little bit of luck. He has only a 3. He has no armor. So we need 4 hits, and there's a good chance we can kill him now, actually. Oh yeah, we did that. Pretty awesome. So he's already dead. Now, it's a good question. Can we shoot through the door? I don't think we got line of sight on this guy. Let's see. Huh. Well, you know, we might actually have line of sight. The door... So this is really tricky now. If you go from center to center, then I have line of sight, I would say. I think I have line of sight. The problem is that there is this piece of wood here. But if you, I mean, I don't know, if you see it that way, you might also argue that there is this door which is just half opened or so. So this is tricky. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give him heavy cover, which means that he's got a pretty much an additional -2 modifier. So I'm going to give him that. Although he should not have it. Usually you only have that if you stand right adjacent to the possible cover. But in this specific situation, when I'm going to shoot here through the door and it's a questionable thing, I'm going to give him the additional -2. I think that's a fair solution to this. So let's see. I think I got my eagle eye. When shooting, well, I can ignore light cover, but not heavy cover. So we give him the -2. So I need a really great roll now. Probably a 10 or maybe even more. Okay, I don't have that, so that was a miss. Okay, so I'm not so sure which strategy I should try. There are basically 2 options. First is to cover this guy completely somehow, or at least, for example, place these guys here in the way so that it's really hard for the others to reach. Or I could simply block the doors. I could simply, you know, place guys right here at the doors. And in this way, nobody can enter. The problem with that is, I assume, the rules are not totally clear on that, but I assume if there is no way they can reach this guy, and if they cannot even make any progress or something getting toward him, they will then attack me in the door, because otherwise it would be totally stupid. So that's not great, but you know, it looks like that might be maybe the best thing to do right now. So I think I'm going to move this soldier first, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I got to remember that she killed someone, because that gives her later an experience point. Every character who kills at least one assassin will get an experience point, I think, if I remember that right. So let's see, we're going to roll a die here, and this guy now moves right here. And I think I will move, well, I mean, there's this guy who will eventually come out here, but then he's going to run and all. There's a way that he could activate twice. I don't know. I think I might move him here for now, you know, just to be on the safe side. And so let's see. I want to bring, I guess, the Cyclops probably here. Okay, that is definitely good enough to run right here. So there we go. And the dwarf, well, I could... If I bring her in line of sight, she might be able to shoot through the door. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be a clear line of sight. And now she can use her green flame and shoot, and shoot that flame through the door. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, that was very good. So that was a hit, and she gets an extra die, and that gives her, I think, actually 6 dice. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So she gets 6 dice against that guy, and again, there's a pretty good chance we can kill him. Yeah, I mean, even a 3 already was a hit. So yeah, he's dead. Wow. I mean, that was easy. Okay, so I still got the dwarf left. I wonder what I want to do with him. Okay, we got this guy and we got this guy back here. So maybe this guy, in a way, I mean, he's going to run into this direction, I guess. The thing is that even if he cannot attack this guy because he's too far away, he's going to run for him. He's not going to attack anybody of the other guys. He's only going to go for him. That's what the rules clearly say when it comes to specific targets. So, hard to tell. I think I might actually gonna go then simply here and block this door. That's it. That's that's it. And now it's the dark player. Okay, now it's a little tricky. One of the dark player's guys has an extra action. It should have been a random creature. I'm not sure if the killed creatures were kind of part of that randomization. Now I'm not going to do it. I'm going to roll between these 3 and we'll see. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this guy gets an extra action. So I don't know. I'm going to start with him, and I don't know. I mean, he's going to run, I guess. 1, 2, 3. How fast is he? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so here's the thing. I cannot reach this guy. It's not possible. So therefore, I'm going to attack one of the others. And that means I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go here. Now the question is, who will I attack? And that's something I've got to figure out from the behavior thing. There we go. Oh, he gets that extra. If he fails the first attack, he gets that extra thing because of the ambush. Does he? No, I think only if he wins the initiative, huh? Ambush. Yeah, only if he wins the initiative. Ah, that's good. So let's see. Okay, the enemy which is easiest to hit will be attacked. Now, I guess that is going to be the soldier. He's got a 5. No, he's got a 4. I have a 5. Yeah, so that's going to be a soldier. And okay. Yeah. So it's actually, this is the Cyclops, but he also has a 5, so that means I'm harder to hit. The soldier needs a. So let's see. Okay, the soldier is doing amazingly good, and now I could push the guy back. Do I even want that? I'm not so sure. Maybe not. I think I don't want to do it. So now it's this guy, and he also has 6 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he could either go here or also here. I'm going to roll a die in which door he tries to take, I guess. I mean, we could argue that he wants to, again, that his target is the one which is easiest to hit, but not this one, because we kind of want to distribute. So yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to attack this guy. So I start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can only move to here. Okay, so let's do it. Wow, these soldiers are really great. I mean, they are elite units or whatever. They're doing a fantastic job. Okay, so now it's this guy, and he's the guy with a double activation. And that can actually get me into trouble, because now actually she might even get attacked. I'm not so sure about this, though. I mean, this is tricky, because, you know, on the other hand, I have a feeling he wants to go towards these guys, towards the entrance here. He's not too much interested in attacking her. So I'm not so sure what I want to do. And actually, considering that, she would possibly be a target anyway of these two. Wow, this is hard to tell. Am I going to attack her, or am I going to try to enter the room? That's a very tough question here. I don't know. I mean, thematically, I guess it makes more sense if I try to enter the room, because I'm trying to approach this target here. So I think that's what I'm going to do, although this guy is definitely harder to hit than she, but you know, I'm not interested in attacking her at all. This is okay. So I'm gonna go 1, 2. Well, first I got to roll if I can successfully run. Oh, that wasn't too great. So I can only move up to 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, 8, 9, I guess. And then in the next turn now, I can attack the dwarf. I guess that's what I want to do. You know, it's a little odd, but the rules are not clear about that. The scenario is not clear. What happens if they cannot reach their specified target? It seems to me that they basically do everything possible to get there. And if it just means going here and trying to push the guys away or something, I got a feeling this is what they're going to do. So he's going to attack the dwarf now, which is probably a bad idea, but we'll see. Oh no! Wow, the dwarf really fucked that up. That's even an extra hit. That's not good. You know, anyway, I think I'm going to use a fortune. I think that's okay because I think I can. So he rolled a 7. Okay, so this time that's okay. I'm pretty sure I win that. I got a 5. Well, I mean, he also has a 5 though. Oh boy. Wow, he's very strong. Actually, he also has a 5. So it seems this is a hit. Yeah, no, he wins. He's got a 7, I got a 6. So he wins that. Okay, well, that's not good. So one of them will get an extra activation next turn, but he wins. And that means he gets this extra die. So he does, let's see, with the short sword, that's not good at all. Okay, it's only 3 dice, but I gotta subtract -1 because of the lethal blow. So therefore, well, I got 4. So let's see. Okay, that wasn't too great, but it's still 1 damage. And the problem is that he's poisoned. So that means, yeah, I'm going to take 2 damage and the poison condition. But, let's see. Actually, you know, I got this hardened thing. So if I roll a 4+, I can reduce the first damage. And then I don't take any damage at all. Ah, shit. Okay. And you know, once again, I forgot the trapper thing. And I always tend to forget that. This is so hard for me to remember. When the guy moved toward me, I could have triggered that. But okay, I won't do that. I don't want to cheat too much here. I think I already did bend a couple of rules to my advantage here. Okay, so I actually take simply a second point of damage for being poisoned, and I gotta subtract from now on until I'm no longer poisoned, which is either due to some healing potion or to the end of the adventure. I'm gonna subtract 1 to pretty much all my skills, so it's now kind of the same as stunned. Okay, so let's see what happens now. It's odd. Oh no, yeah, there are these 3 here. Okay, so he is done, and now it's again my turn, and one of them will get an extra activation next turn. I'm gonna roll again. Just have to make sure that I don't mess this up, but I'm pretty sure this is the rule. Yeah, I played that right. So the activation comes in the next turn. Okay, so it would be helpful if we could now kill these guys. We'll see if we can do it. So I say we simply start here, and I guess the first action should be done by the soldier, the guard. Okay, that was not a success. And now it's the Cyclops. And you know, actually, I think I'm not gonna go into this Berserker mode. This is pretty tough. So I think I just wanna simply fight my standard mode. These are good fighters, and I don't want to subtract one from the roll. So let's see. On the other hand, yeah, I don't know, but it also is questionable if I'm pretty much out of control and all these things. So I think I just want to do the standard mode. Okay, that was very good. That's enough. That's a very, very great, and that's an awesome roll, obviously. So I get 8 dice now, and with a little bit of luck, that should be enough to kill him. I mean, the armor of these guys is ridiculously low. Yeah, okay. So we managed to kill this guy. Fantastic. Now, got to keep in mind that not only the dwarf didn't kill one of them. That's important for your experience later. Now, I'm gonna attack with the guards. Oh, actually, I could still move. You know, I think I want to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I go back here, I can attack next turn from behind. By the way, I only have 5, so I might see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here I'm behind these guys. This is the line, and everything back here is behind them. So if I start activating next turn, I will get a +1 bonus because I'm behind, which is obviously good. Okay, now what else can I do? I think I want to now attack with this guy, him. And okay, that's not good enough. Now with the dwarf, I'm going to attack this guy. And I think I want to use my fast attack, so that gives me 3 dice. And that is good enough. So that was a hit. And I get 7 dice or so. So with a little bit of luck, this should be it. Oh, that wasn't great. I want to spend another fortune. Give them more. I mean, I'm really considering spending another fortune here. Seven dice. It's not unlikely that I'm going to kill him. I need 4 hits. You know, I think I'm going to do that. And then this guy basically gets 2 extra attacks, which makes him quite powerful, but still I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, okay, that was worth it. So he's dead now. And that means now that I still got the sorceress. Do another shot with the green flame, I guess. And let's see if I can do it. Yeah, that is a hit. And maybe I'm lucky. 5 dice. It's not going to be easy, but there's definitely a chance that we might be able to kill him. Ah, we did it. Awesome. Fantastic. Yeah, so that wasn't too hard. But gotta admit, was a little lucky. It went pretty well. The guards did a great job. And so the only one with a wound was the dwarf. Perfect. Okay, now each of our heroes will get 1 XP. And everybody also gets, yeah, everyone also gets another, so everyone gets 2 XP because everybody managed to kill at least one assassin. So I mean, that went really well, and it's interesting to see how different in difficulty these missions are, it seems. So now we go to T19. Let's see what that says. There we go. You managed to intercept the assassin, and many of the nobles thank you for your swift action. Some, on the other hand, look at you with certain mistrust. Soborkian himself raises his voice to strike at the supposed investigators. No, instigators. I don't know who hired that wrongdoer, or what are the one... I mean, we basically killed everyone in the room, just, you know, well, anyway. I don't know who hired that wrongdoer, or whether the one blame or someone working for him is in this room. In any case, this affects my trust towards all of you. My king, Busipian, will not tolerate this. You know that we have agreed to share the exploitation of some mines, but quite possibly from now on those relations will end. In fact, we will establish a new tax for those who wish to trade in our city. Soborkian turns his back with disdain on all those present, and orders you to accompany him outside, along with his soldiers. You hasten to take the assassin's dagger and wrap it in a cloth. I will thank you forever for your assistance, and success is ridding me of this attack. Says the influential ruler. I will relate your feat to the king, and I'll make sure you are properly rewarded. Each hero receives 10 coins. Read Narrative Nexus T21. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this on the next video. So I'm going to load this up here. I think it was successful, wasn't too hard. But then again, you know, I like that it was a little different. It's not always the same. Sometimes you explore, sometimes you hunt someone down, you are on a pursuit or something, and in this case it was this protection mission. So that was pretty cool. Again, I gotta say, it probably comes down a lot on that first initiative roll here. If these guys would have had initiative, this whole thing would have played out totally different. Okay, so hope to see you on the next video. Bye.